Hi Roosa.
Hi Timo.
It's really nice to be here to talk with you. Although we have to talk so fast that you make your train, since this is the last. The Keha festival is soon ending and you have to catch a train. I had a privilege to be in the last performance of your work here today on a festival. Block theatre, Variation 2, my blocks of life. And I have these little pictures here in front of me. I made with you, and it was just it was lovely. Oh, it was a lovely experience to build all these little scenes of my life. It seems that I'm talking quite a lot, but I will just keep on talking. But I will ask you soon. I built an important place for myself, and then I built what is my time, and what is my struggle, and what is my, well, celebration or important festival or kind of moment, celebrative moment, and then my dream. Yeah, I was building these out of your blocks, and I got Polaroid pictures out of them. It was really nice to do this and really interesting. Do you have lots of different stages of life you ask people to build, or are these always the kind of same ones?
I have also like quite many others, and it also depends on the one who comes to this show. Like for example, 2 days ago, one person, she also was talking about some miracles, what she had experienced, and I asked her to build an miracle, and yeah, and so it depends. But this is one of the like basic structures for this show. But for example, with children, I have a little bit different questions also about feelings and like what brings joy for them, for example, and other feelings. Yeah.
It's somehow so. It's like really peaceful setting there. It was a peaceful room, dark in a nice way, and then there was a table, and a round little wooden stage and lamp. And you first showed a little kind of theater that was kind of things were happening with the blocks, and then like gave me a permission to or questions to help me to kind of build my own, blocks of life. And it was really interesting. Like somehow the world is there, the whole world kind of in these blocks and lots of possibilities. But then it's somehow really down to earth, simple, like human size building. So it's like really really nice. Do and touching kind of when I got into it. Do people do you have very different, like do they vary a lot kind of how the journeys people make in your performance?
Yes, I would say they vary a lot.
Yeah.
It's really amazing how people build different things and maybe even same things but so different ways, and how some ones are very minimalistic and some ones are very concrete, and how people use maybe all of the blocks or just one. And it also varies, of course, inside one performance. Maybe at one scene someone has like 1 or 2 blocks, and then other scenes it might be full of everything. So it really varies. But that's very interesting, I think.
And you have seen a lot since you've done block theater for how many years?
I started in 2011, but not with this show, but with another. So it's actually 13 years. Yes.
13 years. How many works have you done with this block? Like how many different kind of art pieces or whatever you call them?
Last year we had the premiere of Block Theatre Variation 3, and so actually that was the fourth piece, and they all are built from very different perspectives. Like the first one is kind of a play; it's a solo performance for. More like sculptural puppet theater performance for all ages, and the Variation 1 is also solo performance, but it's bigger, and it is directed by Jana Tumina from Russia in 2013.
Yeah.
And then this Variation 2, it was made during COVID times, the first, and so it was about 21 when I had the first experiments of it, and then this Variation 3, it's kind of a restaurant concept with a clown, my colleague, who is a clown, and so it's totally different, and it's about the climate change and environmental and ecology things. Yeah.
So interesting. What are the kind of since you are working and finding new angles, what are kind of possibilities of these blocks that really interest you now and you want to dig into deeper?
I think I always ask me that am I still interested in these blocks after 13 years? But yes, I am, and I think there comes always something new, and I'm interested in somehow researching that how to somehow shape or form or the imagination of humans, that how do we think through this kind of geometrical wooden pieces? How can we think maybe philosophical questions and other it's maybe hard to say so clearly, but somehow the imagination and the emptiness of the blocks interests me a lot, and I think it's quite endless sea for the explorations. Explorations. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And these blocks were made by you had this carpenter who made this.
Yeah, the blocks are designed by fine artist Kai Ruohonen, who has been working with them since 2007, and nowadays there is a carpenter in Sastamala who is making them. He's designing all the time new kind of blocks, and then he asks me to continue.
Yeah. Did he originally? Did he kind of? But he started before you with these. So these weren't made. But were these made for stage originally, or are these for something else? Or
it was part of his fine art work.
Yeah.
He was making an exhibition to Madrid, to the Institute of Finland, and he went. It was kind of a representation of Picasso's Guernica, and he had built different constructions with these blocks, and then was the opening day. And usually in fine art exhibitions, people don't touch. They are not allowed to touch anything. And he was a little bit horrifiedly looking that people are just touching and building anew and breaking everything what he had been building. And so it was first the shock reaction, but then suddenly he understood that okay, that's the meaning of these blocks. That he can't change it. That it is the essential thing what is in this empty blocks and neutral blocks. So then he was actually quite happy about it, and then we have been like continuing also together. Like he asked me to do something like puppet theater with these blocks, and that's how the first block theater show appeared. And we are having a kind of like net gallery also, because we do also exhibitions and like other things also than theater performances. So,
yeah, it sounds like a really nice, really nice journey. Yeah, I wanted to. It was when I was in your piece just now. It was interesting how it was possible to go from very kind of abstract to really concrete. Of course, like your like questions were like also like guiding me is that. It's like, what is your place? It's like concrete easily. And what is time? It's it's the second one was like more philosophical one. And so it's nice to be able to kind of think in a very abstract way and maybe then find new thoughts you wouldn't find with words. And like what possibilities building up gives to thinking of, okay, time, for example. I mean, this really like tower. And then it was like, then in the end I was more and more like into the like children and family and like little round things that could kind of represent my family and my kids and wife. And it was it was really nice somehow to be able to this is really about my life, but it's also like some strange experiment to see it from like new perspective. And it was like really nice. I'm really grateful for this experience. Is there something you would like to ask me? Or that I ask you? But then I think we have to get you going so you get to your own home. But are you going home? Are you going on some wild adventure?
Yeah, I will go home. But
please ask if that's the question.
Well, I first want to thank you about this festival, because this was my first time here in Keha, and I think this was very like mind-opening and like heart-opening. Also, I have seen actually 7 shows of these colleagues here, and it has been really like full of emotions, this trip. And I think this is a unique festival, and it is for the audience, but it is also for us artists a great possibility to somehow get to know each other and each other's work. But it's also, I think it's a little bit different than in a normal festival. Like it's very different.
Yeah.
So I really thank you, and we also had this great one day for kind of meeting each other, and also we have met each other like every day, and we live together. So it's really great things, which doesn't happen in every festival, in every art festival. So I think this is unique happening, and I hope this will continue.
I'm happy to hear that, because I'm like sometimes like I'm really proud of this festival, and also like I'm like surprised always. What is going on? All these like great artists are here. Like what? There must be like a mistake. Or what is going on here? Like what is happening? And then, but then somehow like I am like proud also that like we've been trying to build this up and like trying to make it better, a little bit better, like every year. And I think it's so it's really nice to get thanks.
And I'm sure that many things continue, and I'm sure your festival will continue, but also here comes lots of new connections. So
yes,
it's
I really hope
amazing.
that can happen, and kind of you get new thoughts to your work, and and it kind of helps you going on, and maybe you see these other artists again and do something with them. You never know.
Yeah,
so
yeah, that's true.
yeah, and like again this year there's been audience who have never been in one-to-one performance, but they were now for the first time really happy. So yeah, lots of things have happened in the festival, but also in this small work in the dark room with you. So thank you.
Thank you.